Right. What the fuck was I doing? Victor Kudo was in Tribulations at the time of the incident, has a thing for waitresses. Okay. Oh, it's that old man. Is he still feeding the pigeons? Yeah, he fed me as well. I've got a bunch of those seeds in my eyes. Oh, ow. Hey, Maya, would you mind coming with me for a while? Huh? Me? Why? There's something I really want to ask that old man. Sure, okay, I'll just get changed. No, hang on. Can you go like that? I guess? Oh, Phoenix. You're really gonna whore off Maya like that?
Ah, you again. Well, I see.
Nick, his eyes are burning into me. It's okay, I think it's going pretty well. Huh?
You're still just a little child. Run along and play on the slide, alright?
But play on the slide? We were so close, just as the morning would have spilled.
Pigeon.
How can we crack this guy? Well, at least he seems to have some standards. How old's Maggie again? 23 compared to Maya's 19.
Quiet, can't you see I'm feeding the pig?
Holy shit, Mia.
Well,
If you don't mind, sir, I'd really love to talk with you.
yes, of course. Certainly. I'm Victor Kudo.
What the fuck are you doing with your hands, sir? Even from beyond the grave. Wow. About the incident.
You mean the man who died after drinking the cappuccino?
It's like he's a different person.
Oh, it was quite a shock even for me. He was a strange-looking boy. The girl took the cappuccino over to him, you see.
And was the customer all alone?
Definitely, he was the only person at the table. They took one sip of his cappuccino and he said something like, "Ah," and then collapsed dead.
Oh, how terrifying.
You're so good at listening, aren't you? I tell you anything, whatever you want to know.
He certainly seems to be telling the truth now. But it looks like Mr. Kudo didn't see this other man either. Do you like the food at Tribulations?
Well, of course. I'm really quite a sophisticated man. I was a young businessman once, you know. I set up a casino in London.
Really? How interesting.
Eating the food at that restaurant really takes me back to my days in France.
What a lovely story. London's in England, not France.
Yes, France is wonderful. I'd love to show you around the city sometime. Oh, it's too much. I can't take it. I want, France.
I can't believe Mia's laughing at the guy. You visit Tribulations a lot, don't you?
Of course. I mean, yes. I'd like to come and see you there.
Really? Oh, you flatter me so. The owner would be delighted to welcome you, I'm sure.
Be careful that chef, my dear.
Chef? You mean Mr. Armstrong?
That's right, the man's an ex-con.
He's an ex-con? Whatever did Mr. Armstrong do?
Oh no, those eyes. Oh, I can't take this.
Mia's really got this guy eating out of her hand.
He steals things from his customers.
Yeah, we noticed that. From his customers.
Gloves, handkerchiefs, little things mainly. He's a pilferer. You be careful around him, my dear.
Are you sure about this?
Of course, he was arrested for it once. I was there when it happened, having my Javachino.
He really is a regular.
Let me write you a little haiku about it.
Haiku?
A Japanese poem that will explain all you need to know about that chef.
Convicted before, a wicked man or woman, repeat offender.
If he takes anything again, you let me know. If it's not too expensive, I'll buy you a replacement.
Poor guy, he couldn't do enough for Mia. Okay, Phoenix. That's about as much as I can do to help. Thanks, Mia. We got some really important information thanks to you. Honestly, I can't believe Maya called me for something like this. Dirty, dirty bastard. I guess it's about time to wrap up today's investigation. Had enough of being a waitress? Yeah, plus no one came to the restaurant. Oh la la, Mademoiselle Maya, no! Oh, how can you leave me like this? I'm sorry. That reminds me. Mr. Armstrong had a sight lock or three, didn't he? I'm going to have to break those. Mr. Armstrong, I hope you won't mind, but I'd like to have another word with you.
Yes, of course. Take that.
What is happening? I do not like this horrible feeling. I have to know the truth. What happened that day?
Oh, hello, I confess everything, just don't hurt me.
Huh? Well, this is a new record.
It was a lottery ticket.
A lottery ticket?
The man who died here had the lottery ticket. $500,000.
$500,000?
Oui, but after the incident, the ticket... it disappeared.
The ticket disappeared?
This was the motives that the prosecution gave for Maggie. They said that she poisoned the man to get a $500,000 lottery ticket.
Why didn't you tell me about this sooner?
Oh, man, I know.
You've been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me, and I want to know the reason why.
No, monsieur, you doubt me. I have confessed to you everything I know.
Mr. Armstrong, the $500,000 lottery ticket, I think I know who took it. I think the winning ticket was stolen by this person.
Take that!
Mr. Armstrong, I believe there's a very high possibility it was you.
Oh!
Wow, that is one piercing scream even for a man like him.
My poor Perry, what? You have no evidence. I'm not Master Mask. I'm not the kind of person who steals the property of others.
Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Armstrong, but I have evidence to the contrary. I present to you proof you've stolen from others in the past.
What is this? A poem? Oh, monsieur, you know me so well. I adore poems.
Please read it and put some feeling into it.
Convicted before a wicked man or woman, a pit offender.
I'm sorry to have to bring it up, Mr. Armstrong, but you've been arrested for stealing from your customers before, haven't you?
Mon Dieu, let me say you're a liar.
You deny it.
Oh, do not make a false allegation, s'il vous plaît. You have any proof? I want to see the incontestable proof I have stolen from one of my customers.
It seems old habits die hard, Mr. Armstrong.
What is that?
This is my Magatama, and I found it in your kitchen.
No!
Wow, that scream just about broke some windows.
Oh, we. I have a weakness for the little trinkets and the figurines. My hand just slips out, I can't stop it.
You've stolen handkerchiefs, gloves, and other things from customers, right?
Oui, it's a truth. I'm just a timid little girl inside monsieur. A timid little girl. Besides, this time it's not a small trinketry. It was $500,000. No, why would I steal it? I have no need for such money.
Really now?
Oh, monsieur, what is it?
Isn't it true you're in some pretty serious trouble? And you're in desperate need of a large amount of cash? This restaurant's deep in the red, isn't it?
Ah.
You have a loan to the tune of $500,000. That lottery ticket would have wiped your debt. Well, Mr. Armstrong, what do you have to say for yourself now? Mr. Armstrong, you said the victim had a winning lottery ticket for $500,000. How do you know he had such a thing in the first place?
Oh, the man, it was a radio with his earpiece.
Maggie said something about that too.
The winning number was announced on the news, I think. All of a sudden, he exploded. Yes, $500,000, he shouted.
And the ticket?
We had all these tickets spread out on the table. I was so desperately in need of money, so I
Put the poison in his coffee?
No, you naughty man. I simply had myself to one of his tickets.
What?
The victim collapsed and Maggie passed out. I thought I myself properly, but he had so many of them.
Yes, but only one of them was the winning ticket, right?
How did you do that, Mr. Armstrong? Maggie was arrested because of you. No, this is not true. I did not take it. The ticket for $500,000, I mean.
You just told us you did. You said you took a ticket.
May not my fear. It was not.
I bet this is Gumshoe. That's enough.
Ah!
Oh, it's Godo, okay. Mr. Godo. What the heck are you doing here? This is without a doubt the worst coffee I've ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong. You came in here for coffee? Does his craving know no bounds? Perhaps Mr. Armstrong stole one of the victim's tickets on the day in question.
No. It is the pretty little girl who everyone is laughing at.
But in that case, Maggie should be the only one under suspicion. He had the wrong ticket. What? Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning ticket's pretty neighbour.
So the ticket he took was worthless?
Not quite, he did win something. $1.
You see, I'm just a pretty face. Without my looks, I'm nothing.
So, what happened to the winning ticket then? The one he meant to steal? Indeed, what did happen to it? I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers, so we'll just have to wait and see how the movie turns out tomorrow, won't we? Surely it would have been on Maggie when she was searched, right? Think, Godo.
Why, you two, trying to laugh is a pretty little ahead.
Looks like I won't be needing this note anymore. Looks like we've got a new mystery now, namely, where'd the winning ticket go?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, anyway, we can't let Maggie suffer any longer for this, and certainly not again.
Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this.
Nobody saw the other...
Nobody saw the other guy, huh? But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir, as Scout's honour.
Maggie.
Ah, Detective Gunshoe.
You doing all right? How you feeling?
Oh, as if you need to ask either question, sir.
Don't let him get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay?
Roger.
And you?
Yes?
You better square this case away, got it, pair? Maggie's innocent, yeah? If you screw up, I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest. I think he's serious.
Hey, Detective, you're on our side for once, right?
Yep.
You'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you, sir?
Of course. I've got the situation under control. I'm going to be the first witness on the stand today. Something I say don't mess with the facts. Make sure you point it out, right?
Sure.
Okay. We're forming a united front today, pal. You get me?
I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I always admired you so much, Detective. I know I can count on you. Looks like it should go pretty smoothly today, huh?
I can only wish. When does it ever go smoothly? Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
Oh dear. Defence is ready, Your Honour.
Bitter. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honour.
What's wrong? Nothing. Just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was... You was talking to me? It was a little, well, intimidating.
No, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix.
I see. So our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he?
Our trusty?
So, Mr. Godo, your opening statement, please. Mr. Trite, whether you're a fake or the real deal, we'll find out soon enough through this trial today.
But I can already tell you I'm the real Phoenix Wright.
I wasn't questioning whether your feelings right or not. I was questioning whether you'd studied law or not. That's what I intend to find out. There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another. As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. Nor will I stand for a simple repetition of evidence presented in the last trial. I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said, trust me. Now then, Mr. Godo, please summon your first witness. Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness, state your name for the court.
Sorry, sir. My name's Police Department Detective, occupation Dick Gumshoe.
Fucking hell. Other way round, detective.
Hey? Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of the case since yesterday, sir.
Since yesterday?
Yeah, the guy who was on the initial investigation's tied up with another case now. I hope Gumshoe's got everything under control for everyone's sake.
I see. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case?
Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elb. He was a professional programmer on the payroll of Blue Screens Inc., a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report.
The court accepts it into evidence.
Potassium cyanide poisoning, time of death between 1:30 and 2:30. And here's the floor plans of the restaurant. Where the incident took place, the victim was sitting right there.
Excuse me.
The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress.
The waitress being the accused?
Yeah. The victim died from poison almost immediately after he took the sip of coffee. At the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. John Armstrong, the owner and chef, and a regular by the name of Victor Kudo.
Still seems to be a very straightforward case to me. Come, detective, take up this hammer and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony.
Yes, sir. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understood the guy Glenn Elb was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. And what we found was potassium cyanide. Stuff really packs a punch. And it looks like Miss Bird might have had some kind of motive.
Using the dark aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady. The facts of the case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but...
Yes?
Please, no intimidation tricks this time round. Is that understood?
I already told you that wasn't me. Can I stop you for just a minute? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Ms. Bird. She claims there was another man at the victim's table.
Yeah, that's what she said, and I... What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey, sadly her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, that's true. The two testimonies tie up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table. Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way. Ha! That argument is as weak as the coffee at Tribulations, trite. I have here in my possession a ticket. A ticket? It's more like a photo to me. Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population the defendant. This is a photograph taken near the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the... Oops. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poisoning took place, correct? I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime... How, Mr. Trite, could anyone have overlooked a person, the second person at the table? It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly. Does it though? I don't know about that. Listen to his radio, you say? Yeah, and a portable radio in his chest pocket. Maggie told us that too, didn't she? Something about one of them had sort of an earpiece? What should I do? And what was it the victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe? Hey? How shall I know that? Thanks a lot. We're now one step closer to the middle of nowhere. This isn't going very well, is it? Detective, could you perhaps tell us about the poison and how it was used? So the traces of poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else. I'm not sure I get you, pal. Was the poison a liquid or a powder? If I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance. So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper. Ha! Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, trite? The victim took his coffee black with no sugar. Oh. Seems the poison could have only been put in the coffee. Are you absolutely certain the victim even drank any of his coffee? Eh? What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. What proof is there the victim ever drank any of it? Hey, you're right, that's what I think. In case you were wondering, the last objection was from the detective there. Eh? From me? Oh hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have any time to waste, you have time to present that piece of evidence. That piece, sir? Yes, that piece. What piece was it again? This. Ow. Should I be grateful this coffee's only good enough to give me first degree burns? Oh, now I remember. This is the victim's coffee cup. Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim. Oh yes, it's unmistakable. There's clearly a coffee stain on it. Conclusive proof the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him. Like this. For the record, the only prints on the cup are the victims and the defendants. Upon further inspection of the cup, we found certain chemical substance. Potassium cyanide, I've heard of that chemical before. Exactly how strong is this poison, Detective Gumshoe? It's... well, the stuff's lethal. Eat too much, your history. How much is too much? A lethal dose... whoops. A lethal dose is 0.2 grams. That's about enough to finish anyone off. 0.2 grams? How much is that? You know you swab your ears for earwax, about that much. Earwax, sir? Sounds like something Gumshoe's got an abundance of. It's just a small quantity of poison could have been concealed anywhere. Some kind of motive? Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion. You know what my golden rule is, Detective? Chuck out a bad cup of coffee, you can always get another. Hey, I don't get it. Don't lob out my head again. I'm saying we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out. Oh. So stick to the facts, Detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive? Come on, Gumshoe. They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket. I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday too. Disappeared from the scene of the crime. And it wasn't just any lottery tickets. It was a winning ticket for $500,000. Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one. Then is it possible Maggie stole this winning one? What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Press harder! Ask for proof that she stole it! Wait a minute. The mere fact the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client. Ah. I have here in my hand the very ticket in question. That's the $500,000 lottery ticket! One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant. What? Order! Order! Ah, she's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress. You'll submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately. Oh, I think I better keep an eye on that ticket, the way the judge's voice is quivering. This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial too, but it feels heavier now somehow. $500,000, you say? It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honour. Not on Maggie's person, unfortunately. That's enough. The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime in which she's charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt she did indeed commit this crime. I like an old man who knows the score. There's also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, I might even be tempted to bend the rules. I don't mind an old man who's weak to the siren call of money. Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie's starting to pile fast. Yes, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already. I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance. with one final decisive piece of evidence. He's got more evidence against Maggie? This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen. That stain looks like... It can't be blood, can it? Ah, seems the star of our play is a little flustered. And somehow spilled coffee on herself. Coffee? It's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye. Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more. Something else? I presume you mean... Of course, I refer to the pocket. The pocket? The search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide, the very poison used by the killer, was in her apron pocket. Bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket. Yeah, and Maggie's print's the only ones on it. What? Order! Order! The court will accept these items into evidence. There's something still bothering me, Mr. Godo. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court? Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be? Don't play games, prosecutor! The blood-coloured stain smeared all over the apron! That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a blood stain. You can't see it because of your red visor, can't you? You don't need to be told, just look at it. Well, detective, could this stain really be blood? No way, sir. That's just ketchup, sir. Ketchup? She must have gotten some on her apron while someone was taking their breakfast that day. You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. Pull a stunt like that again, I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness. I thought everyone knew what it was already. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, the supporting evidence, they've all been clearly established. Well, Trite, it seems you really are a phony after all. Oh, you really know how to drive a man nuts. Witness, please continue your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and your findings of your investigation there. The crime was reported at 2:25 by a kind of scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie passed out from the shop. Must have been real tough for her. The thing didn't have any identification on him. We figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Trite. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one. So, let the fun begin. Scary old man, Detective Gumshoe? There's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened. Oh, well, obviously talking about the same old man. Officers were dispatched right after the airport came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? He heard abuse and seeds. Seeds? There's nothing. I caught each one with my teeth. Guess not even the mighty Godo can avoid being attacked by that guy. The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. He took his time finding a payphone, apparently, so he was late reporting the crime. Poor lady passed How long was the defendant unconscious for? The officer's got the crime around 2:40. Maggie was still out cold in the kitchen at that time. It took another 10 minutes or so before she came to. I would have liked to have been on the scene myself. I bet you would have liked to have carried out the search too. I would have loved to have seen Maggie asleep like that, all pretty and peaceful. Focus, Gumshoe, focus! You're a professional gumshoe detective. You're a professional detective, Gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher. Save the romantics for your own time, detective. We all need to know about this investigation. Oh, I guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I? Think with your upper head, Gumshoe, not your lower one. You didn't have any? Are you saying it was stolen then? No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license, even a credit card on him, pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet. 58 cents? Yeah, I can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, pal. The victim sounded like he was thoroughly miserable, young man. Or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge? I think I'm onto something here. Wait a sec. Hey, did I say something dumb again? Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on it. That's basically what you said, yes? Yeah, basically. In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh, there. He's so let down he's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going. There was a prescription bag on the victim's table along with the lottery ticket. Seems Mr. Glenelg visited a doctor before he went to Tribulations. We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds. That's a reliable enough source for the court. So what sort of medicine was in the bag? Well, actually the bag we found was empty. Huh? Yeah, completely empty. It was completely empty. Ah, interesting. Huh. You're entertaining an empty paper bag as evidence? Desperate are you, trite? What happened with the investigation after that, detective? Oh, okay, can't go back. Alright. But the defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? In that case, is it possible someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket? Ah, yeah, you nailed it, pal. Happens to me all the time. We had a department party the other day when I got home. I was wearing the boss's shoes. Keep up this crazy testimony, detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat. Sorry. So tried. Someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket. That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence? Oh, well, I'd love to if I had any. It appears you've no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. Continue with your testimony, witness. So the $500,000 lottery ticket and the bottle of poison were accounted for. Yeah. Interesting. It's true that those two items are accounted for, but wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day? Oh yeah, the one the restaurant owner took. He won a whole dollar with it. What a lucky guy, eh? And they're just going to let him get away with it? It was just $1, detective. Guess no one cares when it's that little except for Gumshoe. If I don't find a hole in this testimony, the judge is going to hand down a verdict. Gumshoe's not giving us anything to work with, and we can't find any contradictions if he doesn't give us something. Yeah, that's true. But Maggie and Gumshoe are like Dumb and Dumber. Fucking hell, Phoenix, that's a bit harsh. Our only hope is that they were so dumb they missed something obvious. Come on, Gumshoe, you're the dumbest you've ever been. Nothing's missing from the crime scene. Then why was the bag empty? Detective Gumshoe, I'd like to point something out to you. There's just one small contradiction in your testimony. Oh, finally. I'm getting all anxious just waiting. So hurry up, will you? You testified nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to trade Yan. Where then did the medicine disappear to? You're too cool, pal. Indeed. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence? I guess it was the most careless thing I've done so far, huh? The victim was killed by poison and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself. Order! Order! Well, Mr. Godo, what do you say to that? That's all. What? Read for the court the name of the clinic of the prescription on the bag, if you will. The clinic's name what to do with anything. New Ear Orthological Clinic. Ortholaryngological? What kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godo? Hardly an illness, Your Honour. More like a bitter war wound, you could say. A war wound? The day before the incident, Mr. L found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum. He ruptured his eardrum? What on earth was the prescription he was given? A cream to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested. What? It's mentioned in the autopsy report if you read the fine print. They found traces of the medications in the victim's left ear. Yes, here it is. Very, very fine print. Sees Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Travian. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe he would have eaten his medication. Seems the medication is relevant to the case after all. No. Nick! If you don't think of something quick, it'll be all over. She's right. But I can't get away with this week of any weak objection. What should I do?